Across Uganda, a powerful new force is rising. It is young, digitally native, and fiercely determined. This is the digital uprising, a movement fueled by the energy and aspirations of a generation demanding change. Look closely, and you see the tools of this revolution are not just banners, but smartphones, connecting thousands in real time. Social media platforms have become the new town square, amplifying voices that were once silenced. What drives this extraordinary mobilization? The answer lies in the stark realities facing Uganda's youth: crippling high unemployment rates and a deep-seated yearning for genuine political reform. From the bustling lecture halls of university campuses to the vibrant streets of urban centers, young Ugandans are engaging in crucial discussions, analyzing their future and organizing with unprecedented unity. They are the voices of a generation refusing to inherit stagnation. This movement is defined by its organization and its commitment to peace. We see scenes of organized, peaceful marches and community initiatives led entirely by youth, focused on local empowerment. But the protest takes creative forms too: vibrant street art, powerful music, and sophisticated social media campaigns that bypass traditional media gatekeepers. They are transforming frustration into constructive action. The path ahead is long, but the determination is palpable. These young faces, resilient and hopeful, are not just protesting the past, they are actively building the future. They are forging a new Uganda, one defined by opportunity, justice, and the unwavering commitment of its youth. In the sprawling, vibrant, yet often forgotten slums of Kampala, a voice emerged, not from the halls of power, but from the heart of the ghetto. This is the story of Bobi, born Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu, a musician who transformed his art into the anthem of a generation. His early life was the foundation of his message. Through reggae and Afrobeat rhythms, Bobi began crafting songs that spoke directly to the struggles of the common Ugandan: poverty, lack of opportunity, and systemic neglect. He earned the title Ghetto President because his music gave a voice to the voiceless, articulating their pain and their hope with raw, undeniable energy. As his fame grew, so did the sharpness of his political critique. In 2007, he released the powerful track Time Bomb. This song was not just entertainment, it was a stark warning. The lyrics directly addressed the rampant corruption and nepotism plaguing the nation, describing the country as a ticking time bomb ready to explode under the weight of injustice. The impact was immediate and profound. Across Uganda, from bustling markets to remote villages, people listened and reacted. The music became a catalyst, transforming private frustration into public discourse, proving that a catchy beat could carry a revolutionary message. Bobi Wine's transition from musician to political activist was seamless, driven by the demands of his audience. His music became the soundtrack of his political campaigns. Songs like Dembe, meaning peace, were central to his rallies. These tracks were powerful calls for peaceful elections and democratic change, urging citizens to use their vote, not violence, to shape the future. The contrast was striking. Scenes of joyous musical performances at massive rallies set against the backdrop of increasing political tension and government crackdowns. His collaboration with fellow reggae artist Nubian Lee further amplified this message of unity and resistance. Yet, in a climate of censorship, direct protest often proved dangerous. Bobi Wine mastered the art of allegory and coded language. Consider the song Kyarenga. On the surface, it sounds like a passionate love song, filled with romantic metaphors. But beneath the surface, the lyrics carried hidden political messages, using the language of affection to speak of national pride and the yearning for freedom. This clever use of double meaning allowed his message to bypass censors and resonate deeply with those who understood the context. Today, Bobi Wine continues to write and perform, whether on stage or in the political arena. His music remains his most powerful tool of resistance, a rhythmic, undeniable force proving that the sound of change can indeed come from the ghetto. In the sprawling ghettos of Kampala, a rhythm of rebellion was born, but its beat would soon echo far beyond the stage, shaking the very foundations of a nation's power structure. This is the story of Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu, known to the world as Bobi Wine. For years, his music was the soundtrack of the streets, a voice for the voiceless that earned him the title Ghetto President. His lyrics, infused with social commentary and calls for justice, resonated deeply with a generation yearning for more. But as the applause from packed concerts faded, it was replaced by a different kind of call. A call to turn his lyrical resistance into political action. The stage, once his kingdom, became a platform for a far more audacious performance, a direct challenge to one of Africa's longest-serving leaders. His political ascent was nothing short of meteoric, signaling a seismic shift in Uganda's political landscape. In 2017, Bobi Wine contested a parliamentary by-election in Kiadondo East, a constituency on the outskirts of Kampala. Running as an independent, his message was simple yet powerful. Ugandans deserved better. He spoke of restoring the rule of law, eradicating the deep-rooted corruption that plagued the nation, and creating meaningful employment for the country's overwhelmingly young population. This platform, combined with his immense popularity, ignited a movement. The youth, who felt disenfranchised and ignored by the ruling establishment, saw in him a reflection of their own struggles and aspirations. His landslide victory wasn't just an electoral win. It was a declaration that a new political force had arrived, one that couldn't be easily dismissed. The momentum from his parliamentary win propelled him onto the national stage, culminating in his decision to challenge President Yoweri Museveni in the 2021 presidential election. The campaign that followed was a study in contrasts, a vibrant testament to the power of the people set against the brutal machinery of the state. On one hand, massive, jubilant crowds swarmed his rallies, their red berets a sea of defiance and hope. His People Power movement became a symbol of a grassroots awakening, with supporters chanting his name and singing his songs, transforming campaign stops into political festivals. On the other hand, the path was fraught with peril. Bobi Wine and his team faced constant harassment, violent confrontations with security forces, and repeated arrests. The campaign trail became a battlefield, where the aspirations of millions clashed with the unyielding grip of authority, turning a democratic process into a fight for survival. Though the official results declared Museveni the winner, for Bobi Wine and his legion of supporters, the mission was far from over. The election, which they alleged was marred by widespread fraud and voter intimidation, did not signify an end, but rather a new beginning for their struggle. Emerging from house arrest, he has continued to be a formidable voice of opposition, transitioning his campaign into a sustained movement for political change. He relentlessly advocates for electoral reform and calls on citizens to engage in nonviolent protest to demand accountability and democratic freedoms. His journey is a powerful reminder that even when the votes are counted, the fight for a nation's soul continues, and for the ghetto president, the final verse in Uganda's Song of Freedom is yet to be written.